Hi, my name is Nicole Anthony, and today I'm going to be leading you through a grounding and centering meditation practice. This meditation practice is very personal to me. It's actually what I try to do every day. Whenever I don't do it, I notice a huge increase in my anxiety. I am way more scattered, and I also just don't feel in my body. So I wanted to offer this simple technique, which includes grounding and centering, as well as a little bit of breath focus. So please begin to first start out with an easy seat. I am currently sitting in a cross-legged position. This works for my body. However, please make sure that you feel comfortable whatever position that you are in. I'm also going to prop myself up here on a blanket. Feel free to grab another prop or a blanket or something else to elevate the hips. This also can help us to sit up a little bit taller. So beginning to start off here with the hands on top of the lap or in any sort of mudra that works best for you. Closing your eyes or bringing your gaze down towards the floor. And first, just begin to notice the weight of the body. Notice the hands resting on the lap or in that mudra, feeling the sensation of them. And then drawing your awareness now to the belly. Begin to breathe from this space and notice your inhale. And then notice your exhale. Allow the breath to become deeper. Allow the exhales to be more full. Begin to draw your awareness now to your outer environment. So anything that you can hear outside of this meditation. Notice the sounds, notice the senses. And see if you can allow your outer environment to dissolve as you tune even deeper into your inner environment. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling even deeper. Beginning to focus on your pelvic floor. In subtle anatomy and our energetic anatomy, our pelvic floor is where our root chakra is. And our root chakra is basically our governing body of being embodied, grounded. So it's from this space that we're going to begin to visualize roots coming from our pelvic floor and beginning to allow them to grow through whatever you're sitting on, the floor underneath you, the cement underneath that, the foundation. Allowing those roots to grow all the way down into the soil. Please know that while we're using a visual technique, being grounded is actually a felt sense in the body. Sometimes you have to begin with visualization. Begin to pay attention to any shifts that you feel. For me, this feels like my body is a little bit heavier. And it almost feels like there's more energy in my lower body than in my head. You can also use our breath to allow those roots to grow. So as you exhale, allowing those roots to grow. Not forcing this groundiness, simply allowing. Acknowledging any thoughts that may wish to distract us from this practice. And feel free to even call them out, label them as thinking. And then come back into the physical body. And now begin to bring your awareness into your spinal column, the entirety of your spine. And I'd like for you to imagine that it is in this space that your personal energy reserves lie. There is a saying, energy flows where attention goes. And as our attention is drawn elsewhere, that means it is coming away from that reserve, away from that midline, from that spinal column. So with intention and with focus, we're going to begin to center our energy. This is the time we are calling our energy, our thoughts, our feelings that are directed elsewhere in that outer environment. And we're inviting it back into our inner environment, to our physical body. You can even imagine, if you are a visual person, that you have magnets all around the spinal column. And just with your intention alone, it begins to pull in these things, continuing to fill up that energy reserve. And once again, we are looking for a felt sense, but depending on where you're at in your meditation practice, this might be entirely visual for you, which is okay. If any thoughts begin to distract you from this practice, label those thoughts as thinking. You could even say, I'm thinking right now. And then draw your awareness back into your midline. Feel these shifts. Feel the clarity. And see if you can bring your awareness now to your feet. Our feet are the furthest thing away from our head, from the place that we think. And allow your palms to come together. We call this Anjali Mudra. This is also a very centering and grounding mudra in itself, helping you to once again call back any energy that is lingering out there in your outer environment. Take this moment to check in to see how you feel. We know that our meditation yoga practice works when we tune in to notice the shifts that have occurred. While that might be subtle, I invite you to check in with yours. May this grounding and centering meditation lead you throughout the day to become more embodied, have more clear thoughts. The light in me honors the light that is in with you. Namaste.